is Jake Cain. I'm from Middleton High School, and this is my prep profile.
All right, Jake, three-sport athlete now. Boom, we go right from football into wrestling. You any time to take a break?
There was essentially a week where I got off, but besides that, no, not really.
Do you like being busy? Do you like the turnover from football to wrestling and then to track in the spring?
I mean, I wouldn't mind a little longer break, but I mean, I love playing sports, so it's all right.
Do you have a favorite?
A favorite? Well, it's between wrestling and football. Football is more of the team feeling, and wrestling's more of like, it's hard to describe. It's more of kind of seeing this is the best sport that I'm at. It's just hard to compare the two, you know.
Well, you get a little team with the wrestling, but then it's the individual.
Yeah, it's like 'cause you're out there alone in wrestling, and in football you're more of a team. So it's two really different feelings. People have been asking me what's my favorite. Football probably is my favorite sport.
Now, wrestling last year, you got off to a great start,
Oh, yeah.
but you had a shoulder injury. Was that from football that kind of carried over, or had it happened in wrestling the year before? Or?
Yeah, in football, that's when it first happened, and we rehabbed it, thought it was fine, and then got me again middle of the season.
So did you have to have a surgery?
Yeah, I got surgery on it, and it's fine now. So.
Oh, you went through a whole football season, right? So that
Yeah.
was kind of the test.
Yeah.
Do you wrestle in the summertime too? Are you into the like the USA wrestling or anything?
Yeah, I actually, well, that was usually when I started football, like lifting and stuff. So I usually, once wrestling stops, I kind of just stop wrestling. I go from, once wrestling ends, then it's straight into track, and then once track ends, it's straight into football, and it's just kind of a cycle.
Okay. Do you have any aspirations for after college? Do you want to wrestle or play football next level? Or?
I thought about it, but then I kind of, seeing I want to get into sports medicine, I thought that's a huge time commitment. And with the sports added on to that, I just really want to focus on like getting into medicine first. And I don't think there'll be time for sports.
Are you looking at being a certified athletic trainer possibly?
Yeah,
or?
that's definitely one route I could go.
Yeah, I know at the most college level they don't let you go out for sports because of that, and then you have to identify with a sport usually.
Oh.
So you're with them, but you're working,
Yeah.
So that's different. So you got your start though playing youth soccer. Do you still play soccer?
Yeah, no, I stopped playing in 5th grade, I think it was. My parents made me make a choice because soccer, I believe it conflicted with football, and I also played basketball too, and that conflicted with wrestling. They're like, all right, you got to pick one.
Okay.
So, yeah, kind of made my choice.
So a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And you said your favorite teacher, Mr. Drangs? Is it
Dranksovit.
Dranksovit?
Yeah, currently, yeah. He's just a funny guy and kind of makes being in class more enjoyable.
What does he teach?
AP Bio.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not the most like fun subject, but he kind of brings something to it that really makes it interesting, more interesting.
So you look forward to the class?
Yeah, I actually do.
And do you have a most inspirational teammate? That's kind of been one that's been shared by a few guys.
Yeah,
from last year.
Matt Meinholz. He's last year the whole thing that went over with him and what he went through and what he overcame and like the strength he showed throughout the whole thing. It really it's inspirational and yeah, it's one person you look up to.
And then from a role model standpoint, it said that you don't have anybody particular, but you say it's kind of a composition of people.
Like, yeah, I was trying to think of how to explain it before. It's not one person in particular. It's more seeing someone achieve something, that look that they get when they finally achieve something, like, yes, I did it. It's like that inspires me to want to go out and do something and be somebody, you know? It's really hard to kind of put that into words.
So that's kind of a little bit every day there's somebody out there, something you see.
It can be anyone, yeah.
I said your favorite athlete, Adrian Peterson, a Viking. And your favorite team, Iowa Hawkeyes. Is that tough being in Badger and Packer country?
Oh, well, I'm a Packer fan, but Adrian Peterson is just my favorite player because I just think he's amazing. And it is kind of rough being a Hawkeye fan, especially this year since they're not too great, living in here, but, you know, I get by.
Now, were you born in Iowa?
I wasn't born there.
Or did you live there for a
Yeah,
while?
I lived there for 7, 8 years, so.
And then when did you move to Middleton?
After I lived in New Jersey for a couple of years, I moved from Cali to Iowa to New Jersey to here. And
Okay.
that was about 6 years ago that I moved here.
Okay. So a little bit of you've had the chance to get around the country a little bit.
Yeah, all around. Yeah.
So is that going to affect where you go to college? Are you looking at going away from home or?
At first, I was just all Iowa. That was my only thought process. But now, I'm thinking Madison may be my number one choice, just because I've got to like look around the area. And although Iowa is really nice, Madison is like a beautiful place to be. And it's great.
Not too far, not too bad to be
Yeah,
too far
it's
from home, right?
Yeah.
I said you want to visit. Well, your favorite place is going back to visit friends in Iowa, but you want to visit Florence, Italy. Why,
Yeah.
why Italy? Italy?
Well, I went there on a school trip, I believe, sophomore year. They kind of had this summer trip that they went on. It was to Italy, and Florence was one of the cities we visited, and that was the most beautiful city I've ever been to, and it was amazing. Like, it really was, and I would like to go back there again if I could.
Do some traveling.
Yeah.
Okay. It said can't live without your phone. Are you big on the social networking stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a Twitter account?
Yes, I got the Twitter, yeah. I'm always on Twitter. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. It's just kind of fun, I guess.
You you a Facebook
Yeah,
fan, or is that kind of?
I used to be on it a lot more than I am now. Twitter kind of took over that. I don't know.
They said dream date, Carly Rae
Rae Jepsen.
from.
She sings this this song called "Call Me Maybe." It's like this new kind of popular song.
All right.
Yeah, and I figured, well, she's very attractive and she's pretty short, so I mean,
It works. Okay.
It works.
Now you've been involved in a lot of things: National Honor Society, Student Council. Do you have a favorite volunteer effort that you've been involved in?
I mainly do mom's work. It's a Milton Outreach Ministry. We'll do a variety of things like delivering pies or stacking the warehouse that they have, you know, just kind of here and there. But that's pretty much what I stick to because my mom's a big part of that and she brings me along when she can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then people, you know, you love to dance.
I love to dance. Yeah.
So not hard to get you out there, huh?
Yeah.
And so sports medicine, general medicine.
Yeah,
Kind of.
that's pretty
How
well.
did you kind of go into that? Was it kind of an offshoot of your treatment for your injury, or?
I actually got really interested once I kind of injured a vertebrae in my spine once, and the whole medicine and rehab behind that, I was like, oh, this kind of seems fun. I can relate to these people if I was one of them, you know, relating to someone with injuries, and I don't know, it just sparked my interest and something I wanted to pursue.
And then when you look back on your time at Middleton, what do you think you're going to remember the most about being here? What's going to have the biggest impact on you?
From a sports standpoint,
Or school, or friends, or?
It'll probably be like sports, like just the moments that you have. Yeah, just the special moments. It's not. I don't.
You competed in
really
state
define-
track last year. And
Yeah, being there, you know, just the whole football experience, going to state for wrestling. That's something I won't forget. Yeah, it's just all of those I'll probably remember.
Being in the Kohl Center now, you kind of want to be a Badger. Doesn't it make you feel like that?
Yeah. Being in the Kohl Center is a great feeling, though. With all the people watching you and just out there in the center, that's really great.
Well, might not be a bad place to graduate from someday, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, Jake, congrats on a great start to your senior year, and good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.